Hi everyone. So this is going to be a little bit more of a lengthy tutorial video on the characterization and point of view assignment. I'm going to take a little bit more time on this one because we do a lot of annotating in our class. So this is the first assignment where you're going to be annotating. So I really wanted to make sure that you are aware of exactly what is going to take place with that. So this assignment is located in Unit 1 and it is in the practice folder. So we'll go over some of this during our live session. What I really want to preface this by saying, so it's down here in the practice section. So it's right here. What I want to preface this is that this is really going to be the time that you are going to want to make sure to attend help sessions with me. If you are struggling, you don't understand how to do these, this is exactly what those help sessions are set up for. So it's really important that if you don't understand this assignment or any other assignment, that you're using that time wisely and coming to see me in those help sessions, okay? So really, so what I want to make sure that you're understanding with annotation is that the biggest thing is to follow directions, okay? So I know you're going to want to go in and just do this assignment, and I know I've done that in the past myself. But for these assignments, it's very important to follow specific directions, okay? So for annotation, you should be able to just type in the boxes. So that should be pretty easy for you. But what you're going to do is definitely look, there's 4 parts to this assignment. And in some of the parts, there are more than one thing that you need to do. So that's going to be really important. So in part 1 of this assignment, you are being asked to respond to this question. So 11, which is the story that you will read in Unit 1, is told from the first person point of view. So why do you think the author made this choice? That's the first question. The second question is, how does first person narration help the reader connect to Rachel's character? That's the second question. You're going to answer that in 2 to 3 complete sentences, okay? So what that means is your full response can be 2 to 3 sentences, but you have to answer both questions. So make sure that you are reading the full question and answering both, or you will not receive full credit for that, okay? So this is where it gets kind of in the past with this assignment where students have had some difficulty or confusion. So I'm going to be asking you to highlight some things. So you're going to highlight in part 2 in blue, and then you're going to highlight in pink as well. So what's really important is you want to make sure that you're using blue and pink, like I'm asking you to do, and that you are completing both sections of these. So basically, what you're being asked to do in part 2 is you need to find 3 short quotes that help the reader understand the type of person that Rachel is. In column 2, you're going to explain what each quote reveals about Rachel's character. Be sure to include and highlight specific character traits to explain your thinking. So there's a character trait list here that you can click on. So if I do Control and then click my left mouse, I'm going to open up these character traits. And so what that's going to do is that's going to give you a list of character traits that you can refer to, okay? So you can, there's positive traits and there's negative traits there. So you can use any of these traits to refer back to Rachel, okay, and answering that question. The first one is done for you here, okay? So basically, the example that's highlighted is if I was 102, I'd have known what to say when Mrs. Price put the red sweater on my desk. So in this example, they're saying that Rachel's thoughts show that she is insecure. She is being really hard on herself for not understanding or not standing up for herself more adequately after Mrs. Price assumed the red sweater was hers. Okay, so this is not one of your examples. This is the example I gave you to understand how to do the assignment. You need to find 3 more of your own examples. So you're going to highlight in blue somewhere through here 3 more additional examples, and you need to explain why you picked that character trait. Okay? So that is very important. You need to make sure that you have 3 examples and that you're highlighting. So the next part of that is you're going to go back to the passage above and you're going to highlight one quote in pink that reveals something about Mrs. Price's character. You're going to type down here what character trait you assigned to Mrs. Price and why does your chosen quote show that trait. So basically, somewhere through here, you're highlighting in pink. Then you have to say what quote or what character trait you chose and why you chose that character trait for Mrs. Price. Okay, so that's section 2. Section 3, you are going to list one simile that stands out in the story that's significant to what you feel the story's theme is. And remember, theme is that big overall statement. It's not one word. Theme usually is like the early bird gets the worm, or we talked about it in Class Connect. Some of the other examples we gave were, trying to think what some of them were, but uh, kindness always shines through. I mean, just there's various things, but it's basically kind of that value in which to live your life, right? So you're going to do that here. So that's a real brief thing. Okay. And then part 4, you're reflecting. This is an opinion piece. So you can say I here, right? Remember we talked about first and third person. You are allowed to use I here. So why does Rachel get so upset about the sweater? So this is your opinion. What does that reveal about how she feels about herself? How do you think you would react if something similar happened to you, right? So that's 3 questions you're answering. So you need at least 3 sentences in this section, okay? So hopefully that helps you. We are going to cover a little bit of this in Class Connect, but I do want to make sure that you are aware that we are going to do annotation quite frequently throughout our class. So with any annotation assignment, it's very important that you follow specific directions for the assignment to make sure that you're going to receive full credit. All right. If you have questions, please let me know.